Dreaming Way is looking every which way. Sister, my dear friend, my chum, my pal, my old earthen flatware, how delighted I am to finally see you again. You do remember me, don't you? Of course, Dreaming Way. For you had me worried for a moment there, with how your eyes glazed over like that. In any case, I am truly glad to have found you at last. Etheris is quite a bit larger than one anticipates, isn't it? And it is ever so intact. A touch of widespread destruction, yes, but you and your friends did a remarkable job of saving it. I can see why you prefer to stay. Really, I do. But you must understand, you've left a fair few of my fellow Loporrits in a bind. Their sole purpose in life was to prepare the moon for mankind, and now that you're not coming, well, they're depressed, not to mention bored. I know what that's like, to while away the days drifting from one dull task to another, occasionally bumping into walls. You managed to set me to rights, though. My days of listlessness are over, and I'm happier pursuing music than ever I was before. So I wondered, could you not help my fellow Loporrits as you helped me? Not all by yourself, of course. I promise that I'll be there every hop, skip, and jump of the way. I knew you'd agree. It would be best if you met the Loporrits in question yourself. So please join me in Bestway's Burrow as soon as you are able. Thank you. They're in a sorry state at the moment, but surely we can find some way to help. Welcome, sister. Now that you're here, you've likely noticed that some of the other Loporrits seem a bit floppy. Perhaps if you speak with them, you can get a clearer understanding of their plight. Once you're done, we shall formulate a plan of action forthwith. Why do I seem so sad? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps because my entire life's work was all for naught. What a question. Yes, a few representatives from Etheris have come to visit Livingway's new archive, but it's not the same. The moon was supposed to be hustling, bustling even, with people who would all live happily ever after in our wondrous residential facilities. but not a single one of you has moved in. To think my carrots will ever remain untasted by mankind. And what of the Loporrits? Day in, day out, we eat carrots, we grow carrots, we eat carrots again. It's as if the carrots are growing us. Was this their plot all along? You know those days that simply feel bad, when the carrots taste bland and nothing sounds like fun, and you don't want to talk to your friends even though they're right there. Well, all of my days are those days. I see from your face that you've met some of our wayward ways. Depressing, isn't it? I wish I knew how to bring them out of their doldrums. Did you have any ideas? Why not start by telling them of your dream? You mean the one about the carrots the size of starships? Or, oh, my dream. If each of my fellows had their own dream to guide them, they would be cured of their melancholy as surely as I was. Of course, finding one's dream is easier said than done. Perhaps we can help them on their respective ways by introducing the myriad options available. It took significant trial and error in my case, after all. If we gather the Loporrits who already have dreams together in a centralized location, that should make for a decent start. We simply show my listless fellows the fun to be had in various pursuits, and bam, they'll be struck with inspiration so hard that we'll have to carry them out on stretchers. An operation of this scale will require permission from Livingway, though, and I am but one of the frankly excessive number of Loporrits under her authority. As she often reminds us, our passing whims must be processed in the order they are received. Your whims, on the other paw, are practically the whims of Atheris itself, and would be prioritized accordingly. You'll lend your support to my petition, won't you? It's her. Quickly, put on your best, person of Atheris with high hopes for the future face. Why, sister, what a pleasure to see you. May I say that you're looking especially person-like today? And dreaming way besides. Is there something I can assist you with? I have yet to find a willing instructor in the Ashgardian Horn, I'm afraid. Oh, no, that is to say, you will have doubtless noticed that many of Loporrits' fur is looking less than sleek today, or lately. As to what can be done about it, I see. I have been grappling with the self-same concern. Large, though projects like the Excitron are, they are simply insufficient to occupy everyone here. So I say, why not? We have the whole moon at our disposal, and there's no reason a small portion of it should not be dedicated to Loporrit enrichment. I even know a few folks who I am certain would be willing to share their dreams. Wait just a moment. And here they are. First, allow me to introduce Coiningway. They have a zest for monetary matters big and small, and dream of minting their own currency. Though your venue will primarily be a marketplace of dreams, you shall doubtless require a more tangible system to ensure that your collaborators are compensated fairly. That, I dare say, is where I come in. Rest assured that your participation in my experimental market will be invaluable to proving the moon's viability as an economic power. Managing Way here will also be happy to join you. They were responsible for determining the layout of our facilities, delineating development projects, ensuring goals were met by each work division, and other such administrative matters. Unfortunately, with the Exodus cancelled, much of their work has dried up, and it has been difficult to find another suitable outlet for their enthusiasm. According to my projections, each and every stage of this project must needs to be strictly scheduled in order to meet target metrics. Would you like to see my charts? Ooh, charts! How fortunate we are to be working with true experts in whatever it is you just said. As well as sister, of course. You will be staying, I hope. There is no greater expert in helping Loporrits find their dreams than you. Even should we scour the moon, nay, the universe. Ahem, if I may. We will require a skilled artisan if we are to meet our goals. My files indicate that you have significant experience in this area. I have already added your name to the list of staff. It would be disruptive to remove it now, so I too must ask for your cooperation. Let's build some dreams. You. I feel much better knowing you will be here to help. Do try to avoid causing Sister undue trouble, yes? Now I have taken the liberty of designating a space for your activities. Just beyond that door is a room to which we never assigned a real purpose. We've been using it for storage, but no one will be terribly put out if you use it as your venue. I cannot thank you enough, Livingway. I suppose the best way to show my gratitude will be to put that room and my staff here to good use. Come along, everyone. I fear they know not what trials lie in wait. One trial in particular. Whatever shall we do with our most wayward way? I didn't think it was possible to dream any bigger than I already have. But look at this place. It still needs a lot of work before we can open to the dreamless public. However, so without further ado, ahem, if I may. Before we manage to build, it is vital that we clarify our vision to ensure unity of purpose and stoke the flames of motivation. Otherwise, we shall find ourselves giving up halfway through, or worse, executing inefficient processes. I see. In that case, I suppose my vision is to build a stage for musical performances. That is my dream, after all. We will also require a commercial area wherein my new currency can change pores. I imagine we might procure a variety of merchandise as well. No objections here. Then I assume you will take care of the more tedious labour. Meanwhile, I shall be polishing my currency and meditating upon the finer points of value determination. I can scarcely wait to begin pricing. As far as labour is concerned, I am happy to contract Buildingway's services. The construction systems at his disposal should see our tasks carried out that much the swifter. That said, the components we use in our construction efforts will greatly benefit from a master craftswoman's touch. Sister, that is to be your responsibility. I like your attitude, sister. I can see that you'll go far here. For the moment, you should focus on creating varnish for Dreaming Way's stage. It is vital that we prevent errant splinters from hindering our performance potential. Do mind the aesthetics as well. I have taken charge of our inventory, so you need only deliver the fruits of your labor to me. That should be everything we need, but if you require additional raw materials, you will find this dreaming supporter fully stocked. Oh, I can scarcely wait to see our new stage. Please leave the matter of our currency to me. I assure you it will be worth its weight in gold. You're finished, if I may. These are precisely what I asked for. Well done, sister. Now, for liability reasons, I must ask you to wait here during construction. Pray give us a few moments to activate the building systems. Behold, the stage of my dreams, from which we will share the joys of music with all of Loporrits kind. Impressive, is it not? Even more so when we turn up the music. I wrote this one myself. Doesn't it make you want to hippity hop? Frankly, you've exceeded my expectations. Rarely is the first stage of a project such a success. Allow me to draw your attention to the shopping station. When you are handsomely rewarded with my original Loporrit carrots, you will doubtless enjoy spending them here. You've certainly outdone yourself, though I still have my doubts as to whether you'll find anyone to purchase that slide. But wait, there's more. If you will kindly follow me. Naught bespeaks a well-run organization with plentiful financial returns like uniforms. I do feel rather more official now. These shirts should keep our mutual goals at the forefront of our minds. A friend mentioned to me that the bards and musicians of Atheris often don peculiar accessories, so the glasses seemed appropriate for Dreamingway. And now we can locate our leader at a distance. Thank you, Coiningway. They do lend a certain weight, possibly of expectation. I will do my utmost not to disappoint. Pardon me, but what is this place? I couldn't help but follow the music, and before I knew what was happening, I had hopped all the way here. This, my friend, is a workshop, the workshop of dreams. That does have a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Almost musical. In any case, feel free to stay for as long as you like. Where am I? Everyone looks so happy. Am I allowed to join in? Oh, I wish someone could tell me what to do. Ahem, if I may. I do hope they find their way. Surely there's a dream out there for everybody. Thank you for helping to make mine a reality. But we're just getting started. There are still plenty of dreams out there to make space for, and Loporrits to lure into our helpful clutches. I'm counting on you, sister. What is this ruckus? Can't they just be quiet? Hopping around like fools won't change anything one whit. Dreamingway's Dreaming Workshop is now open to the public. Patrons can dance the night away at the musicking station or shop until they flop at the shopping station. There is much yet to be done, however, if each Loporrit is to find new purpose. Continue expanding the workshop to see what dreams may come. The incredible machine. Dreamingway has big plans for Hopper's Hold. Our musicking station is a rousing success. I must admit that I understand less than half of what Coiningway says about the circulation of carrots, but they seem rather pleased with the shopping station's results as well. I do wish we had more dreams on offer, however. This cannot possibly be enough to satisfy every Loporrit's needs. Dreams, passion, ingenuity. I believe I know a Loporrit who can help. A Loporrit with a vision, nay, a dream. Just so. She adores fixing all manner of things, whether they need it or not. You may have some difficulty convincing her to set up a station here, however. Surely we can convince her if we try. What's her name? Repairing Way. She's been rather fixated on the machines in Greatest Emsvale of late, so I shouldn't be surprised to find her there. In that case, let us sally forthwith. And by us, I of course mean you and me, sister. We require your powers of persuasion as a person of Etheris. Pardon me, are you Repairing Way? That I am, and you are? I'm Dreaming Way, and this is the most illustrious sister. We're here to invite you to join a project of utmost import. Oh? And what would that be? Yes, I can see why that problem sorely needs fixing. I can't reach half the mechanisms in Bestway's burrow for melancholy Loporrits draping themselves about. Even so, my paws are quite full, I'm afraid. Should I be derelict in my repair duties, we'll be even shorter on supporters than we already are. Or the moon will go flying off into the great expanse, and then where would we be? Good point. I should hate to inconvenience everyone by hurling us out into the cosmos. I can recommend someone with similar talents, however. His name is Inventing Way, and he is quite mechanically inclined. And you think he would be willing to assist? Oh my, yes. He has been more than happy to help in the past. I would call upon him more often, in fact, if only his repairs weren't so experimental. In any case, you need only say that your project will allow him to work with machines, and he shall doubtless agree without any further consideration. I'm certain he would be happier experimenting freely in your workshop than operating within the confines of practicality out here. Why, just the other day I asked him to repair one of our carrot creation stations, and next I knew, the thing had sprouted limbs and was dancing about to improve sprinkler efficiency. He certainly sounds like my kind of Loporrit. Do you know where we might find him now? To the north of here, perhaps? I've noticed that he enjoys gazing out upon the machinery while he considers his next harebrained schematic. Thank you ever so much for your assistance. Oh, and best of luck with the repairs. Well met. Are you inventing way? Who's asking? That is to say, how may I help you? Repairing Way told us that you might be willing to join us in Hoper's Hold, you see. Sweet Mother Heidelin, I thought you were here with a repair job, but you're saying that I can make any machine I dream up. Essentially, yes. Anything I can dream of, huh? This is the greatest day of my life. That is to say, I would be delighted to join you. I enjoy working on machines a normal amount. It was I who invented the supporters, in fact. Granted, I didn't anticipate that your people would turn out to be so small, which inevitably resulted in the supporters identifying them as unauthorized organisms and initializing their murderous rampage sequences. But I wanted to fix that. If I had been given the chance, I know I could have. Project management, though, wanted to go another way. Repairing Way has offered a few odd jobs to keep me occupied while I look for a new role, but I think my innovative take on carrot cultivation may have been the last straw. Which is why I am truly grateful for a position where I can be myself. How can I possibly thank you? Dreaming Way, there's no thanks necessary. I only hope you'll do your best to share your dream with our fellow Loporrits. You bet I will. I'll share like no one has shared before, and then they'll see. They'll all see. That is to say, I look forward to working with you. I have a number of large projects in mind, so I may bring along a few friends with time on their paws, and... No! Wherever am I going to find a pneumatic saw? All my best tools were reappropriated when I was dismissed from my position. Why don't you come back to the Dreaming Workshop and discuss it with Vanishing Way? They have a way of finding what we need. That's good, because I need a great many things. We'll be setting up a whole new station, so please come and find us in Hoper's Hold when you have the chance. Welcome back. As expected, Managing Way turned Inventing Way's requests into a tidy and particular list. then hopped off to oversee their procurement. They did mention something that they would like you to prepare. What was it again? Ah, yes. Ahem. Machine oil that passing Loporrits will not mistake for a refreshing beverage. That seems simple enough, doesn't it? They even provided the necessary materials. If you run out, of course, feel free to ask the dreaming supporter for more. I do hope you enjoyed crafting those items. If you're satisfied with what you've made, I can take them off your paws. Good heavens, such fine quality. Have you ever thought about changing your name to Crafting Way? I'll leave you to think about that while I get Inventing Way set up. No doubt he is itching to astound us with his creations. Oh, I'm astounded. Also confounded, but mostly astounded. Rest assured that this was merely the warm-up before the sprint. Ah, my mind races with ideas. They certainly are unique. I dare say even I would struggle to find a use for most of these. But as we never specified you do aught but live your dream, I suppose it's only fair to rate your performance above average. And here they come, my disciples. Gaze upon these machines and let the inspiration flow through you. Welcome to the Dreaming Workshop. If anyone would like to try their paw at the dreams we have on display, please do inquire about our free trials. And now, useless machines. Is it not enough that we have no use ourselves? If I can use this ironic display to demonstrate the depths of our irrelevance, my petition to reactivate the hibernation stations may at last be approved. Struggle to your heart's content, my friends. Show us the meaning of futility. Who was that? Someone who's not interested in the machining station, it seems. But we have plenty of Loporrits who are, and that's what matters. If we continue to draw such enthusiastic crowds to each station we build, everyone will have their own dream in no time. The Dreaming Workshop is now home to a brand new machining station and many technological wonders besides. There is much yet to be done, however. If each Loporrit is to find new purpose, continue expanding the workshop to see what dreams may come. Too few cooks. Dreaming Way is practically vibrating with enthusiasm. The machining station has surpassed our wildest imaginings. What are those things? Mechanical mysteries aside, we've gathered a good crowd. Yet I know we can do more. I feel it in my ears. I asked the others if they had any ideas, and apparently, Managing Way has it all planned out. Managing Way, can you share your thoughts with Sister? Certainly. Consider, if you will, the traditional Loporrits diet. Carrots, carrots, and more carrots. Many of us, myself included, have in fact subsided exclusively on carrots. Contact with the people of Etheris, however, has revealed a whole world of non-carrot foodstuffs, in addition to fascinating trades and traditions entirely centered around food. If a Loporrit's heart harbored a secret passion for such cuisine, how would they know? They would not, until they visited our one-of-a-kind cooking station, that is. A delicious idea, is it not? I'm genuinely asking. I too have eaten naught but carrots, you see. And thus we arrive at our primary issue, staffing. There are few Loporrits with sufficient knowledge of cuisine. What about Pudding Way? He's certainly enthusiastic. Oh no, no. Hopper's hold would be stuffed to the brim with pudding before the day is out. The acoustics would be dreadful, and I doubt Inventing Way's machines are pudding-proof. Perhaps we should ask Cooking Way after all. There truly is no better Loporrit for the job. Unfortunately, he's currently studying with the Charlians. We would need to coax him back to the moon if he is to work with us. Perhaps he won't need coaxing. We won't know until we try. Though I don't fancy wandering through the city by myself again. What with the gleaners running to and fro, they never watch where they're swinging these pointy knees of theirs. Please, would you come and protect me from the knees? I am in your debt. Together we shall brave the fearsome Aetheryte Plaza. All those people, all those knees. But we must approach if we are to inquire as to Cookingway's whereabouts. Not that the folk of Aetheris are terribly good at telling us Loporrits apart. Perhaps we can begin by simply asking if they've seen any Loporrits about. Aside from me, that is. Shall we? Dreaming Way is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Dreaming Way behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Dreaming Way join you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Loporrits? Yes, I do recall seeing a few of your kin earlier this morning. One appeared to be off to the last stand, while the other was walking toward the studio. Sharlians truly are as knowledgeable as they say. Thank you, good sir. Seeing so many shops lined up, I can't help but feel excited. Who knows what's in store? We wanted the other Loporrits to experience the same sense of anticipation, so Managing Way and I used this place as a reference for the Dreaming Workshop. Can you tell? I did see a Loporrit not long ago, in fact. They were watching diners at the last stand and muttering something about pudding? Yes, I could have sworn they were murmuring, "How's the pudding?" Most peculiar. I have a sneaking suspicion that your mystery mutterer is not the Loporrit we're looking for, but I appreciate the information nonetheless. Gazing at it from the faraway moon, we always imagined Aetheris to be the most beautiful place. And truly it is. I'm glad it's still here. Oh, another Loporrit. This must be my lucky day. I was indeed just speaking with one of your kind about his research into Far Eastern recipes, a particular interest of mine. I must say, that fellow has good taste. Recipes, you say? Why, that must have been Cooking Way. Do you happen to know where he went? Not precisely, though he headed off toward the west side of town. Perhaps he went to research more recipes. In any case, your assistance in this matter has been greatly appreciated. Based on what we've gleaned thus far, I believe the unidentified Loporrit headed for the studium is most likely our Cooking Way, in which case we should be right on his tail. Salutations, Cooking Way. Dreaming Way, is that you? What happened to your clothing? It's very yellow. Well, since you asked. Heavens, I had no idea that our fellow Loporrits were in such dire straits. It's only right that I do what I can to help them. And I must admit, but I'm eager to test the many recipes I have learned here on Etheris. I know I've been a bit fixated upon carrots in the past, but I'm a changed Loporrit now. There's a whole world of flavour out there, and it's time that we brought it to Best Ways Burrow. Huzzah! Flavour. Of course, I will need a kitchen. I can provide my own pots and pans, but I would appreciate your assistance with dishes and utensils. Most of Etheris' cuisine is not so conducive to gnawing as one might expect. Leave it to us. I saw a chopstick once. Yes, about that. It would probably be best for you to consult Master Dickon at the last stand about the details. He'll show you what you'll need to prepare and in what quantities. Meanwhile, I shall return to the burrow and begin preparing my kitchen. There is much to be done. Thank heavens he agreed. Let's go and speak with this Master Dickon. I imagine that you have a rough idea of what utensils are, but it never hurts to get a second opinion. Well, if it isn't my favourite temporary server. And I see you've brought one of the cute little moon fellows too. Tableware for the Loporrits. Well, why not? You'll need dishes and bowls, of course, some cutlery, perhaps tablecloths and mats as well. One moment, I'll make a list. This should be everything. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. Just save a place for me. I'll get up there one of these days. Please do. I'll even send you a proper invitation once we're operational. Speaking of which, it's time we return to Hopus Hold. Those sticks won't chop themselves. Ah, there you are. I turned Master Dickon's list over to Managing Way, of course, so preparations are well underway. They did ask me to ask you to craft a few things though, if you don't mind. Specifically, gentle dish soaps. Oh, how exciting! I have the necessary supplies here, so you can set to work straight away. As always, we've stocked the Dreaming Supporter with surplus supplies, so feel free to ask for more in case of unforeseen misfortune. If I had a carrot for every time I've accidentally hopped too hard on one of our components. Sister, I trust your work went to plan. Managing Way's plan, that is. Oh, is that what those are supposed to look like? Fascinating. Cooking Way has already arranged his kitchen according to his very exacting preferences, so we should have everything we need to get started. I hope you worked up an appetite. Feast your eyes on the cooking station. What shall we eat first? Welcome. Do taste as many dishes as you like. Each recipe has been prepared with loving care. If you have any questions about the flavors or techniques involved, I should be more than happy to instruct you. I remember that Loporrit. I should like to speak with them, but they're always running off. The cooking station is now open, servicing the hungry Loporrits of Hoper's Hold and beyond. There is much yet to be done, however, if each is to find new purpose. Continue expanding the workshop to see what dreams may come. Teamwork makes the dream work. Dreaming Way is concerned with the fate of one Loporrit in particular. Sister, you recall that curious character who we've seen, for lack of a better term, lurking about Hoper's Hold, don't you? Well, I hear tell that they also spend a great deal of time lurking about the Watcher's Palace. A regular lurking way, that one. In any case, it seems that the Dreaming Workshop isn't meeting their needs. I should like to ask them how we can be more helpful. Would you join me? Perfect. I've already checked all our nooks and crannies, so with any luck, they'll be lurking by the Watcher's Palace as we speak. They must be around here somewhere. Perhaps they grew tired of the view and decided to take their lurking elsewhere. Oh, it's them. Quickly, before they slip away. Hail, my good way. If I'm not mistaken, you have come to enjoy the offerings of our dreaming workshop a number of times, have you not? Enjoy? Hardly. Though I suppose watching you pointlessly exert yourselves has been entertaining enough. That's, good. But I was hoping that we might assist you in finding a dream of your own. And what is it you expect me to dream of? Fanciful machines? Colourful cuisines? I think not. Without the people of Etheris to delight in them, such pursuits are meaningless, one and all. I cannot say I agree. No matter, your exertions have their place in supporting my petition to Livingway. When she authorizes my hibernation, I shall dream sweet dreams at last. Though their dream is to sleep. That's a lot of nonsense, if I do say so myself. You can hardly follow your dreams while you're asleep. Perhaps Livingway will understand better than I do. It sounds like our ashen-furred friend has spoken of this matter to her before. Why is it so difficult to find anyone today? Livingway. There you are, Livingway. Might we have a word? So soon? I had thought your project was proceeding apace. Overall, yes, but we're struggling with one way in particular. Are you familiar with an ashen-furred Loporrit? Red eyes, mysterious, absolutely adorable until they open their mouth. Oh yes, I was aware they had paid a visit to Hopus Hold, but I wasn't aware that you were aware. Perhaps you may yet succeed where I have not. You are aware, sister, that the Loporrits were created to prepare the moon for man's arrival, and that these preparations required substantial time and effort. All bent toward our common goal in their own way, But some Loporrits went above and beyond, one in particular. The very same. This most passionate of ways took the name Counselling Way. Their role was to lend a listening ear and provide advice to the people of Atheris, something we anticipated would be sorely needed, given the abrupt displacement you were all to face. More than any other, they sought to understand your people. They studied, they practiced. And they looked forward to the day when they would finally meet you. As you can imagine, the change of plans came as a terrible shock. They became uninterested in their former pursuits, and are adamant that naught of worth remains for them to do so. I was unable to persuade them otherwise, and after some time they disappeared from the burrow altogether. It was shortly thereafter that other Loporrits began sighting an ashen-furred way wandering around Lamentorium. Oh dear. Even I didn't recognize them at first. I wondered whence this new way had sprung. Then I watched them stand out there, gazing at the sky, at Atheris, and I realized it was the grief that had changed them, a loss too heavy to bear. It came as no surprise when they asked to be put back into hibernation. Yet I cannot allow it. Even with the final days averted, there must be a place for us in this world. I know there is. We need only reach out our paws. I said as much, but it's as if they cannot hear me. And no matter how many times I refuse them, they return with their petition for eternal sleep. It would be a tragedy to lose a Loporrit with so much love in their heart. We must find a way to help them, to give them a new dream. Not that I know what that would be. Thank you for telling us of this, Living Way. We should ask the others for help. This matter is of dire import. I shall see you in Hoper's Hold soon, then. A moment, sister. If anyone can save Counselling Way, it's you lot. And they can be saved. I must believe that. So please, do everything in your power. On behalf of Loporrit kind, I beseech you. There you are. Come, we must bring Managing Way into our confidence. So, what do we do? This Counselling Way has visited the workshop several times, correct? Yet, we have seen no measurable results thus far. And they are not the only Loporrits who have been dissatisfied with our offerings. Though a significant portion have gravitated to the dreams on display, many remain uninterested. We must try a different tack, one that targets this demographic specifically. I see. But what could a Loporrit who doesn't fancy music or mechanics or mealtime possibly enjoy? We might look to what else they have in common. Assuming my mental register is correct, and it usually is, the remaining Wayward Ways had roles that would have involved direct contact with the people of Etheris. In addition to consulting roles, like counselling ways, there were those specialising in guiding the people around our facilities, interpreting, and other aspects of hospitality. Oh, that means all of them would have been especially disappointed to find out that our guests weren't coming. They could hardly carry out their work alone. Alone? What if we didn't wait for them to take interest in a new dream all by themselves? If we bring everyone together to work toward a common goal, it may remind them what it's like to have a purpose again. Teamwork is key, to be sure. But what sort of project could we give them? Do you have any ideas, sister? Never underestimate the value of art. Such as painting. Look at those boring walls we have. Surely they could use a touch of paint, or a mural. Expressing oneself through art is a proven means of processing negative experience, though some may prefer a medium other than paint. Never fear, I shall arrange for a variety of supplies. At minimum, we can expect to attract Counselling Way's attention once more. Just where we want them, paying attention. For the time being, let us focus on gathering as many Wayward Ways as possible. With you here, it should be easy. Even the most listless Loporrit would jump at the chance to work together with a representative of mankind. We only need to find them. Again. Painting? I don't know much about art, I'm afraid. But if you insist, I can join you as moral support. My job was supposed to be helping people in need after all. You want to create something together? Is that allowed? I can't see much point in it. Yet I can hardly refuse a request from a person of Etheris, even now. Express my feelings through art? That sounds difficult. Though if it helps people, or even just you, I suppose we can give it a try. Thanks to your persuasive personing, we have more participants than we know what to do with. I jest, of course. Managing Way always knows what to do. Speaking of which, they've asked that you create additional paints. Some of our painters firmly believe that quantity equals quality. As always, Managing Way has provided supplies for your convenience and ours. More can be had from the Dreaming supporter if you need them. I may step away to make sure that no one else attempts to paint the wall with Cooking Way's frosting, but trust that you will find me here when you're done. Just in time to prevent further frosting-based incident. I'll take those off your paws. I shall see these distributed to our artists post-haste. I can hardly wait to see the finished product. I had hoped they would enjoy themselves, but I never imagined they would become so absorbed in their work, nor create such a magnificent mural. This is by far our greatest success yet. Art? Truly, you're making my task too easy. Counselling Way. Do not call me that. 'Tis a relic of a life I care not to remember. Noted. Would you like to try your paw at painting? Not particularly. There is a distinct lack of unified vision here, yet somehow it works. Art is a mystery indeed. I had no idea that art could be so liberating. I haven't had this much fun in ages. Fun? Perhaps I once knew what that was like. With all of our Loporrits, we've helped. I'd like to think we've done our part. Still, we cannot stop. No, we will not stop. Not until we've helped Counselling Way and anyone else who has yet to find a dream. The imaging station is now open, allowing once wayward ways to vent their innermost emotions through creative pursuits. There are yet Loporrits that want for new purpose, however. Continue expanding the workshop to see what dreams may come. Battle 1 from Final Fantasy IV. A million miles away. Dreamingway is contemplatively eyeing the remaining open space in Hooper's Hold. Could you join us for a moment, sister? My survey of Bestway's Borough morale indicates that the situation is as we expected. Though our efforts have reached the majority of Wayward Ways, a few yet remain in the doldrums. The erstwhile Counselling Way first among them, of course. I've stretched my imagination ever so hard for dreams that might inspire them, but nothing concrete has come to mind. I propose that we examine the issue of their personal motivation more closely. Per Livingway, they were once passionate about their work, after all. We cannot change the fact that the people of Atheris won't be coming to live on the moon, but reaching out to them is hardly beyond our means. There is naught stopping us from utilising our ashen-furred associates' communication skills to aid mankind, albeit remotely. Thus making their old dream their new dream. But what sort of station would be suitable? Perhaps a station that individuals could contact with questions. That would be quite similar to Not Counselling Way's previous job. How would people contact us, though? You might use one of those Garlean radios, so long as you refrain from any mind-bending schemes. Schemes sound bad, but radio sounds intriguing. Tell me more. And you can truly hear distant voices through the tiny box? Incredible. We simply must find a way to transmit to those radios, or science. Eyes on the project objectives, please. That said, I quite agree. If Garlemald has such technology, it is likely that the Sharlians have studied it, if not invented similar devices of their own. If so, they may have shared its secrets with Living Way. No doubt Inventing Way will have thoughts on the matter as well. I leave the technical details in your capable paws, Managing Way. In the meanwhile, I should like to have a chat with the Loporrit formerly known as Counselling Way. Please join me in inviting them to join us. You want me to assist the people of Atheris remotely? Construction of the station is underway as we speak. Using the magic known as radio, we can transmit all manner of noises across space and darker space. For instance, music. Goodness, we could share my music, couldn't we? Do not bother the people of Atheris with that noisome beeping. If we are to employ this station of yours, surely there are myriad better uses. Better than music? If you ask me. Many of Atheris' people lost loved ones during the final days, did they not? We could let them know that they're not alone. Or, purely as an example, you understand, we could use our unique vantage point to describe cloud formations. Oh, I don't follow. With that information, those on the ground could more accurately predict incoming storms, forestalling ill-fated forays. You truly are an expert in helpfulness. Those things never would have occurred to me. I suppose I can come and look in on you once you've completed your facilities. Clearly someone needs to tell you where you're going wrong. Please do. I can hardly wait for you to join us. Together, we shall create radio noises like no one has heard before. Though I suppose we need to actually finish the station first. We'll see you there, in the dreaming workshop. Make sure to come. If I do, will you listen? Is construction proceeding apace? We are on schedule, though I have been awaiting Sister's return. I trust she will have little difficulty producing equipment to the vague and the mysterious specifications provided by our Charlian correspondents. Ahem, if I may. We will require tiny bottles of oil for knobs, dials, and the like. No, I do not know what sort of knobs and dials. These are the materials. I assume you can manage the rest on your own? Should you require additional supplies, as always, our stocks are with the Dreaming Supporter. I will be occupied in ensuring that no one shocks themselves into a stupor whilst assembling the booth, but Dreamingway should be free to collect your finished creations. This equipment is incredibly delicate, you say? Well, I suppose I don't need to shake the box, strictly speaking. Oh, it's even weirder than I expected. I shall exercise the utmost caution as I hop over to managing way with this, I promise. So this is a radio. Won't you dream of a brighter future with us? Dream? My dream was always to be of help to your people. I must ask, do you think my voice will reach them? Of course it will. That's the magic of radio. Very well. I would like to assist with this station, if you're still amenable to the idea. You won't find a harder working way, I promise you that. And with that, the broadcasting station is complete, though we might want to check whether it's working. We never did decide on the content of our first message. For once, I fear I am rather at a loss. That's where our newest way comes in. Take it away, my friend. What? Me? There must be something you'd like to share with the people of Atheris in honor of this special occasion. Test, test. People of Atheris, are you there? Can you hear me? Far away as I am, all the way from the moon. I hope I can be of use to you. I hope I can tell you something you didn't know before. I hope that, in your darkest moments, I can lift your spirits. But perhaps I should start from the beginning. For so long we awaited your arrival on the moon. 'Twas to be under the most unfortunate circumstances, to be sure, yet that only increased the determination with which we set to our preparations. In the end, of course, the final days were averted. The moon was no longer needed. We were no longer needed. Make no mistake, we are glad for your fortune. If you are happy, we are happy. But for many of us, myself included, this marked an end to our very reason for being. Until some Loporrits dared to dream again, to show us that there is always hope, so long as we reach for each other. should you ever lose sight of your dreams, I hope you'll remember that you are not alone. We are here, and the future is a dream we all share. And now the weather. That concludes our inaugural broadcast. Thank you, one and all, for listening. From the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of Loporrit kind, I wish you the very best. Was it too long? It felt awfully short. Do you think they could hear well enough? I suppose we shall never truly know our audience. But if my voice reached even one person, that is enough for me. That is my dream. Are they doing a podcast? Do you think my feelings reached them? The distance is so great. Dreamingway's pockets rustle as he moves. Sister, I have a task of the utmost import for you. After our inaugural broadcast, many of the Dreaming Workshop's Loporrits were inspired to share their own histories and aspirations via the radio. And it seems the people of Atheris have been listening. We've received a number of letters, you see, addressed to all and sundry ways. I haven't been able to stop smiling since I read mine. I am painfully delighted. Yet I would doubtless be more so had my letter been delivered by a person of Atheris in the flesh. What do you say? Those letters are for coining way, inventing way, cooking way, and the Loporrit of many names, some of them counselling way, and others the voice behind the microphone way. In any case, I cannot wait to hear how they all react. What is this? A letter from a Charlian economist. Oh heavens, it's happening. It's finally happening. Having heard the fascinating tale of your success in establishing a new currency and independent market, my colleagues and I would like to formally invite you to submit to our rousing quarterly report. Such a heartwarming letter I have never received. I must pen a reply post-haste, not to mention my submission. I owe you thanks, sister. Without your earnest cooperation, the carrot's time to shine may never have come. Trust me when I say that my gratitude is beyond measure. A letter from Atheris? Curious. I wasn't aware that the post-Moogle teleporters had passed safety inspection. Let me see. Bugger me, these letters are tiny. Why, the writer is Garlean. Restoration, recovered scrap, minimal explosions. I see. With this information, I can surely design a machine or two to assist in Garlemald's reconstruction. How fortunate that they heard my broadcast. It is only a matter of time before my inventions are beloved far and wide. First Garlemald, then Atheris, then the universe. Can I interest you in a turn at the whisk? We've been overwhelmed with orders of late. What you see behind me is the last way standing. Nevertheless, I am glad that everyone appreciates our Atheris-inspired cuisine. I must confess, I worry that my inclinations still tend too heavily toward carrots. Yet I can hardly ask this lot for other ideas. Fresh inspiration, you say? I certainly hope so. A letter from Master Dickon himself. What a happy surprise. And he's included a recipe of his own devising. This is precisely what I need to break free from my carrot-based confines. Let me know if this inspires any new dishes up there, he says. I certainly will. And I hope that you will sample whatever we cook up next. Ah, well met. Can I help you with anything this evening? For me? From persons of Atheris? Oh, I hope I didn't say something to offend them. The first is from a Garlean refugee. I miss my homeland dearly, but your voice reminded me that even here, I'm not alone. Thank you for lifting my spirits. And this one appears to have been written by a child's paw. Dear Radio Loppet, how did you learn to talk like people? You are very good. I want to be a radio when I grow up too. Love, me. They really are listening. I once believed I would never again look forward to tomorrow. But Dreamingway's hope is infectious, isn't it? I owe him and you more than I can say. I'd like to share something with you, if you don't mind. I've been pondering a new name for myself. My dream may have not changed all that much, but I am a different way than I once was. I was alone for quite some time, you understand, long enough to make me appreciate the value of a kind word. Now that I have returned to the Fluffle, I find myself wanting to speak with your people and my fellow Loporrits as much as I can. So, after some discussion, I have chosen to become Talking Way. I shall be a friendly voice to the people of Atheris, and to those closer to home. By which I mean, well, I hope you will consider me a friend too. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, sister, for your kindness and for listening. With this delivery to your new friend, Talking Way, all of the letters have been safely seen into the right paws. Dreaming Way will surely be delighted to know of the joy with which they were received. Sister, were they excited? Delighted? That's even better than I dreamed. The people of Atheris have been ever so kind. Including those who have yet to listen to our broadcast. According to one of the letters Managing Way received, word of our station has spread far and wide, and many of your fellows are keen to get their paws on radios of their own. To little success, I'm afraid. But we're here to help. Inventing Way has gathered his disciples, and they are producing radios as we speak. We shall see them delivered to Atheris with all speed. Can you imagine? The whole star listening to us. To be honest, I was uncertain we would ever make it this far. To find new dreams for each and every Loporrit seemed a monumental task. Yet look at them now. They've come so far. And who knows what they'll dream up next. Of course, as for me, I'm eager to start composing again. Get ready to hop along to my next hit. None of our dreams would have been possible without you, sister. On behalf of all of us, thank you ever so much. And remember, should you want for a friendly ear or a well-eared friend, we are always here for you. You have learned the emote Earwiggle.